wrapping up another year of 2025. One of the biggest things I want to say I'm grateful for is a team that's shown relentless resilience, right? So being part of a startup requires a level of sacrifice that most people don't understand. That's beyond the sexy things that you see on TV and about all these success stories. But in between that and getting to that is basically the grind. And so I'm very appreciative of the team for everything that they've done and what we've been able to accomplish, specifically around the awards that we've done. Getting that recognition outside of just us patting ourselves on the back is extremely beneficial, right? And so it's been an awesome experience from there. I'm excited about what we can do in 2026. And I just want to say a special thank you to the team for that relentless resilience that makes up who we are as a company and that's tied to who we are as within our company name as Tacilent. So a little bit about like where we started at the beginning of the year. So we launched our first full beta MVP back in February of this year. We got our first paying client during that time. And then a few months we had the ebbs and flows of understanding like how to get the right dev team in place. But we had a lot of successes, right? We started out what I call Task Summer to where we got a win at Atlanta Tech Week, won the pitch competition there. And then we finished out the last 3 months. It's just been win after win and recognition. And one of the greatest things from all of that is the fact that we actually won some money, which I'm excited about what that looks like. But really, we signed our first major logo client and contract that we kick off in the new year. So we're a week away from onboarding a huge brand name and logo that we plan to continue to build out that account, which is a great validation to what our platform, what Risk AIQ brings to our customers, to our clients, specifically um, the executive leaders that own P&L. And so I believe it's been a huge, if you look at Night and Day, if you go to our YouTube channel and check out what the platform looked like when we first came out with that first beta, and then what it looks like now is Night and Day. I'm super excited about our upcoming relaunch of our website, and then also what we call Risk AIQ MVP Beta 4.5. So a lot of progress there. One of the things that we've been able to do throughout this year is really prove that we belong in the space. We categorically look at risk differently, specifically not focused on risk management, but risk resilience. And we're defining that from an intelligence perspective. So taking all the national security industry experience from our team and putting that into an AI native platform that executive leaders can use in the palm of their hand to be their best risk advisor, consultant buddy, is really what we're looking to do. It's really what we proved out so far. And so I would say that's one of the other biggest things that we were able to accomplish, right? Is the fact that we honed in on who our actual ideal client profile is, and specifically whether it's in manufacturing or financial services. But then within that, like, what does it look like for the general counsel, the C-suite executives, or that next line of providing those leaders with the tool that they can trust to answer those critical questions of, am I impacted? If so, what do I do about it? And how much is it going to cost me? That's really what we bring to our customers that currently doesn't exist in market. Every other tool that's out there is really focused on dashboards and data aggregation. And so what we've been able to do, all the hundreds of demos, the false starts, you name it, we've been able to take all that data and apply to some of our most recent successes as we close out the year of 2026, 2025. So, it's been an awesome experience from there. So going into 2026, like one of the biggest things, we would love to be able to repeat some of those successes. Like we're a top 40 most innovative company in Georgia in 2025. We're a Channel Company's most stellar AI startup. We won a bunch of other awards on top of that. But my number one goal is to get on that Forbes list. And so outside of that, it's not just it's a more of a selfless approach of what that looks like. That's great validation for our team that's been here going on about 18 months since we started out on this journey in a completely bootstrap company, right? So we've gotten traction and validation that most companies never get, and most companies never ship a product, and we've been able to do that. And so in 2026, our goal is to hit seven-figure AAR strong by the second, third quarter, and then continue to grow and scale from there. We want to be able to prove that value to our current angels and the future investors that are looking to invest in a fast growing startup. So like one of the biggest things is really the focus on Like, how do we continue to scale, get more customers, and speak specifically to the pain points that our customers are experiencing? And that's going to allow us to be able to grow to that seven-figure AAR. But more importantly, we're going to be able to predict risk before it impacts the bottom line of our customers. So I'm super excited about us being able to push out a more refined product. And then also what our roadmap looks like for that product, right? Like, we're going to be able to deploy a mobile app with a version of the platform in 2026, but we're also going to be able to go into other industries outside of manufacturing and financial services. But within that, there's so many success stories that we've been able to have in those use cases that we're looking forward to being able to accomplish next year. I'm looking forward to the new members of the Nerd Herd that'll be joining. We've added a couple just at the end of this last quarter as we continue to scale. But most importantly, I'm looking forward to being able to build this and grow with the team that we have now and those future Nerd Herd members. So I'm excited about 2026. It's going to be a huge opportunity for us to continue a disruption, but then to show how you can build a company completely bootstrap, and finding those believers, like our most recent client and partner, and been able to do that, right? So excited for 2026 and looking forward to what we're able to accomplish together next.